This is one of several parking lots at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and it's crowded this week for ASD Market Week. ASD stood for Associated Surplus Dealers, but what actually is happening here is that there are some 9 shows in one, and folks from college bookstores, general stores, grocery stores, fashion boutiques, great big stores, everybody is here to find merchandise that they can resell for a profit. Did I say 9 different shows here? Indeed, there are. We're going to probably start with the jewelry section, and I don't know how much farther we will get. It's hot in Las Vegas today, but it is really a beautiful day for a trade show. So this is just one of 9 shows. Take a look. This is all jewelry. Some of it cash and carry, others of it buy in bulk and sell it to folks at Christmas. Trends in Marietta, Georgia has this display. A lot of large items, a lot of crystal, and the young woman here explained that they do a lot of business with hotels and even casinos. You know, our casinos love glitter. Lots of big things here. Home trends. The Real Insect Company is a Northern California company, and everything they have here has real insects in it, or real sea life, or real flowers. And I was attracted here to a computer mouse. It does not have a mouse in it, but it has real sea life. Something very different. Here's the kind of display you see at this show. Just thousands and thousands of pieces of jewelry made in Nepal and sent to the company in Southern California. The gentleman here said that one of the purposes of this show is to make connections to people who would be repeat buyers even, you know, in between shows. And there are beautiful pieces here. There's so many of them, you'd think this must be junk jewelry, but it's quite lovely. And lots of it. Western Jewelry has a whole lot of cash and carry items. Prices like $2, $4, $8. And they even have a sign QVC, so some of this must be things that did not sell on the shopping channel. And here we have Heidi Doss jewelry, 50% off. Wow. Well, the sign says sample sale, so it looks like I could take home 2, 3, 7, 10 holiday trees. More skulls. For the life of me, I don't understand everybody's fascination. This is Everspring Import Company. I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks, and my traveling companion, a Chicago Cubs fan, is going to stop at a famous sports store and buy more Chicago Cubs paraphernalia. Here you can see some of it. Picture frame fulfillment, officially licensed framed art made in the USA. This gentleman says support our troops, and the tag says $23. I assume that's the wholesale price. Drive somebody crazy. I spin wind spinners. This is a table for sale by Everspring Import Company. Retail might be $400 or $500 if, in fact, you want a table like this. Veronese has a huge booth, order writing only, so there's no cash and carry here. But they have lots of pieces. My goodness, if you collect things and have a curio cabinet, you will love to be here. Those of us who live in Las Vegas and perhaps Southern California will say we don't miss the snow. But in case we do, Here are some illustrations, 3D with lights. Once you have purchased all your goods, you may want to attract folks to the store, and here are a lot of lighted signs that are available as well. Holiday ornaments with a picture of your dog are one of the most successful items that E&S sells. I had to stop myself to take a picture of a beagle ornament. They may sell retail for what, $8.99 around? And people buy them like crazy. Lots of folks are posing here for pictures with a gull-winged car. I don't know whether it's real or fake or what. There's nobody guarding the car, so I'm not sure that it's real valuable. Maybe this is the guy that's guarding the car. Kelly Toy will ship from both the East Coast and the West Coast. All kinds of teddy bears and teddy chickens, etc. This is one huge teddy bear. Slightly smaller teddy bear. It can be had for just $60. And of course, doll season is coming up, and there are plenty here. I've tried hard with bird feeders, etc., to attract hummingbirds, and here we are at the J&S booth, and they have a permanent flower with a hummingbird. Kind of cute. This is the plaza area in the jewelry section, and you can see, look at all the folks displaying jewelry. Much of it cash and carry. I just bought a bracelet that was $4, but because I wasn't buying 12 of them, it was $5. I see a new definition for ASD. It's affordable shopping destination, your profit show.
Nice. And what about quality control? Can we switch gears and talk about that for a bit?
Sure. So when you are preparing your packages to ship, the one thing you want to make sure is that you're putting the right product in the package. So get that in there. You want to make sure you're QCing that, and we call that, QC is quality control. It's really just getting a second set of eyes on there, or using a system like SQL, where you can scan and make sure that the right thing is in the package. And if you don't have the right thing in the package, the system's going to tell you wrong thing.
Now we're in another part of the building. Obviously, clothing is here. Colorful leggings are still in. Now this pink outfit, me and my girlfriends would like one each. A little too much bread and chocolate and pie, and here we go. This is what you wear. All kinds of shawls and vests are here too. That must be for the colder part of the country. Nolia likes caps with glitter. You can have all kinds of things on your cap, including your own name. Looks here like, well, boss, that might not be the person's name. King could be. And how about Rich? Kenny Davidson, an entertainer in Las Vegas, is known as Bow Tie Daddy. Well, he's not here, but the bow ties are. Oh my goodness, look at this one with the piano. Perfect. You want to rob a bank? I stopped at this booth because I loved these designs, and I've been told that the designer is from India, though living in Grand Rapids, Michigan now. And these items that are here at this show are last year's items. They're the overstock, and they're for sale at 50% off. And a purse like this sells at this show for like $27, and then retail would be like $70. And the folks here will be at the upcoming Magic Show with all their new designs. Here we are in the beauty and fragrance area, and I noticed the creme shop. Here's my theory, and you've heard it before. First we had lotion, then we had cream, now we have creme. In a way, this show is like a combination of other shows, perhaps less expensive stuff, but still the same kinds of items that we see at other shows. Look at all these perfumes here. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine what to buy if I were a department store buyer. Booth for sale, I think it means all the items in the booth. I asked the lady who was leaving this booth whether the chairs were for sale, and she said no. She had been buying other things, but she said while I was here, 8 different people asked about the chairs. So I can't imagine them having them at home, but perhaps in a salon. I always wonder, do people use all these colors that they get in some of these makeup kits? I know I don't. Lots of California companies are here, so of course there is one named LA Girl. I guess it wouldn't be the same to say Peoria Girl or even Las Vegas. Well, Vegas Girl would work, I guess. Henderson Girl would not work, but LA Girl does work. I just talked to a gentleman who represents a cosmetics manufacturer, and he had a package of brushes that he sells wholesale for $13, and then they go to a distributor, and then he sells to a retail store, and by the time those same brushes go to the customer, they could be worth $30 or $40. That is the old way of doing business. He said it's getting more and more difficult to make a profit because many manufacturers are now selling directly to the public online, and the middle folks, the distributors and the retailers, are kind of getting squeezed out. He said 5 years ago this show and this hallway would have been packed with people. Not so much this time. He said it's getting difficult. So the world is changing, just with taxi drivers and Uber. The same may be said for all products manufactured and once purchased in retail stores. Center of America says they are a wholesaler of brand name perfumes and colognes, and they have names Gucci, Creed, Dior, Fendi, lots of stuff to smell good. Well, after walking around a couple of hours, I'm not sure I still smell wonderful. So I'm going to head back home and think about everything that I've seen at this show. The show goes on and on throughout the Las Vegas Convention Center, but I don't go on and on today. You've gotten an idea about the show, and it's quite something.